I mean, I'm like, come on. Even the hospital in the black community should have done something. When I had that first kid by that
Let me
by
ask you
that man.
something. What do you think happened after you had the first child? If the child was 3 months old, you had thought about what's happened, your frame of mind's a little different. If you had picked up the phone and dialed 911, let me ask you, what do you think would have happened? What year was this?
1986.
What do you think would have happened?
Well, I mean, I'm 14, so I'm supposed to have a parent that was supposed to be taking care of me for once. And it was a caseworker involved that wanted my mama to do something, but she didn't do shit. Now, times have changed a lot now where the states will step in and say, nah, bitch, this ain't going down.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
He's fucking 50 and you're 20 and you're 18.
Yeah.
You know, is that the grandpa?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm 14 and got a baby by a 21-year-old man. That is fucking ridiculous.
Can I ask you, and because there's obviously racism in the world, but is it a racism thing, or do you think it's a money issue?
I think it's a society issue. I don't think it's racism. I just think it's, you know, like it's like you can meet a white person that don't know what the fuck go on the other side of the track with other people other than people that look like them.
And they don't want to know.
And they don't want to know.
But I'm going to tell you something, just to put, and I'm not protecting the white man, but I got to state my case here if I'm going to speak up.
Yeah.
In 1983, and I've told Lee this story, I was a 20-year-old kid, and I got a job in a warehouse. That's the best I could do. 10 an hour, you stock pipe, electrical thing, and we had to load 3 trucks. And there was a dude that was maybe, at the time, 38 to 40. His wife was 16. And she would ride in the truck with her. She was a scared little retarded white girl. And, you know, I worked with him for a couple months, and one day I had to go on a delivery with him, and I asked him, how is this? And he goes, I told, the parents gave it to me. They signed her over, and we have a child together. This motherfucker was 40. She was barely 16 or 15, man.
That is so fucked up.
And everybody on this job site knew of the situation, but they also knew that this dude just did like 12 years in prison and just got out like 4 years earlier for like murder or something. And the guy had a heart of gold. That was his only flaw.
It sounded like he had a hard dick to me, Joey. I don't know about a heart of gold.
When you talk to him, you could see the fucking that he wasn't all there. You could see that he probably got hit in the head with a kid with a rock, or he played football without a helmet.
More than somebody gave him
But listen,
nobody investigated to see if somebody really gave him that 16-year-old girl.
Never. He worked there for years. Even after I quit, I was still friends with the people there because I did drugs with them, bought drugs with them, and we would always talk about him. And he was solid. He was on time. He did his delivery, so nobody asked questions.
Most child molesters are solid and on time until you catch them.
Listen, in 1970-something, Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, traveled with a 14-year-old girl across the country that was a runaway and fucked her for years. Till today, they're saying that they should have charged him with statutory rape. There's 1,000 situations in this country. You know, thousands. It's fucking crazy. What the? And some people go to jail, and some people fucking.
Well, it's a lot better now because if you tried that shit today,
yeah.
I mean, look at R. Kelly. He tried. They about to lock his ass up for 18-year-old.
What did he do? What is going? He got a coat somewhere. Speaking of R. Kelly, the cops are coming and shit. Look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly's spirits somewhere.
R. Kelly done picked up.
So let's do the whole biography of R. Kelly here, because I want to be part of the black community tonight. I just sent my sent my 23 and over package. I'm waiting for the results. You know, the DNA test.
You want to know if you need to be mad at R. Kelly? That's what you need to know.
And they tell you what you're gonna die from.
Damn.
Like they do the DNA thing, and they can be cardiovascular or diabetes.
Oh, why do you want to know that?
Because what the fuck, dog? I really want to know the origin of who the fuck I am. Because some dude about 2 years ago fucked with my head. He said he did a trace, and I'm related to a Sicilian lieutenant in Sicily in 1910. And I looked at the dude's picture, and I do look like I could be his nephew. But I look at my father, I look like him. I look like my mother. I look at when I was a kid, I saw a picture of my mother's family. But in those days, their family is really what you call Trigueño in Cuban, which means they have part Indian blood in them. When Columbus went to Cuba, he killed a bunch of Indians. But some of them lived and fucked some white Cubans. And the white Cubans fucked some black slaves.
Isn't it wonderful when you mix?
It really is. So Cuba's just one big mix.
Black people too?
Listen,
everybody's one big mix.
You know me, dog. I'm as honest as I can. When the first time I saw a picture of my sister, like I didn't remember my sister when I left Cuba. But when I was like 6, my mother came home running. I got school pictures from Cuba, your sister. Take a look at it. And I saw that dark skin. I was like, I got questions, but I ain't going to ask them. Right? I never said nothing.
Wait, you know what? I have a brother we know this biracial, but we supposed to have the same daddy. Right. And my brother is fucking blacker than these headsets. My daddy was blacker than these headsets, but my brother is fucking biracial as hell. I mean, you can tell he's fucking everybody. When I show you his baby picture, everybody think he's a white little girl.
Really?
Yes, but nobody ever say, you know good and damn well that's one of your fucking daddy.
Is there a stigma in like among black people like with skin color?
Light-skinned brothers. Remember Pierre? That was his claim to fame.
Yeah, who's light-skinned
You
brother?
don't like being a light-skinned brother and shit.
Well, light-skinned brother was really popular. I think dark skin is right now. Everybody like the dark skin.
Ikra Abbas. What's his name? Abbas.
Idris Elba?
Yeah,
Idris Elba. Yeah, they like him like Idris Elba.
That's like a 10-pointer.
Well, you fucked up his name.
Let me tell you something, Miss Pat.
I thought you tried to say an opera singer.
I got to tell you this story, Miss Pat, because you ain't going to believe this.
What?
So I'm 6. I see the picture of my sister. She's a little dark-skinned. My godmother's dark, who was my Santeria godmother, and she pretty much, I lived at the house. You know, she would cut a chicken and cook it up, the whole fucking thing. You know, and Orlando Cepeda was a famous baseball player. So I was like, man, some of these Cubans are black, you know. All right, fuck it. I'll live with it. We get to Miami one time. And again, my mother comes to the hotel. She goes, look at the picture of our family. Look at our cousins. And she opened up that fucking portrait. And there was 30, it looked like an NBA basketball team with one little white trainer in the corner. And I told her, I said, listen, I don't know what fucking voodoo you trying to play on me. That ain't my fucking family.
So your mom was light?
I must have been 8. We were in Miami. We were at my godmother's house. It was like 7 in the morning. She was all excited.
Cubans got dark skin.
But at that time, I didn't know for sure.
But you thinking they was black people?
I'm looking at a picture of my sister. She's dark skinned. Oh, I'm looking at my mother. I'm looking at my dad. Am I adopted? You know what I'm saying? Like, something ain't right here that my sister's fucking black. And I didn't want to, and I knew how kids, they come out of the pussy. I knew all that shit, but I didn't have the balls to ask. So I lived with that little stigma for 2 years that, okay, I got a black sister. That's just the way life is, okay?
Not one time it crossed your mind maybe your mama pussy was on borrow that day?
I have no fucking idea. So, now she shows me this fucking, the 70s. Oh. They would send you these pictures in like a portrait style, and you'd open them up. When they look at your cousins, and I saw all them black people. I looked at it, I said, listen, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. These are not my cousins. Miss Pat, she threw a beat on me. Like left, right, left, right, left, right. Kick to the stomach.
She threw a black
rip the shirt off me. Yeah, like go in the fucking room and don't come out. That's your family. When you accept it, come out of the room. What do you think? You're fucking white, you little piece of shit. She just went off. You got black fucking skin. Look at your father. Look at your fucking sister, stupid. And after that beating, fuck it, I'm black. Whatever
welcome
you say.
To the other side.
Welcome to the other side.
Was you at a soul food restaurant that got shot up today?
No. You know what, man? I don't eat soul food out here.